Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for watching. Go ahead and join the family by hitting the subscribe button. So with a little help from my husband today, we are making smoky barbecue pork ribs. So we've already cleaned and cut the spare ribs into fours. We're going to season them with my special no salt seasoning, blackened Cajun rub, garlic powder, and blackening seasoning. We're just going to add them to the pot and let them boil until tender.
All the ingredients in the water. We want to let the ribs boil. There's no set amount of time to allow the ribs to boil, but what we want to do is make sure that the ribs get really soft, almost falling off the bone, but not quite, but definitely good and tender. They've been boiling now for about 45 minutes to an hour. Still a little bit tough, but as we see, they're getting softer and softer. So we're gonna let them boil up just a little bit more, maybe 35, 45 more minutes, and we'll see what we have then. So we've let the ribs boil for another 45 minutes to an hour. And what we have here are some nice tender ribs. They're not quite falling off the bone, but as you can see, the fork goes through them very easy. And this is what we want in preparation now for the barbecue sauce that we'll put on in a few minutes. Now I've transferred the ribs into my baking pan here. And what I'm going to do now is apply the barbecue sauce. So what you do is get your favorite barbecue sauce, it doesn't matter, whatever your taste buds delight, and just gently apply your barbecue sauce to the ribs. Be as heavy or generous as you like. Just spread it around evenly. Paint that barbecue sauce all over the ribs. What I'm going to do is flip the ribs over here so I can apply some barbecue sauce to the back side of them. They're a little bit tender, so I have to be careful on how I grab them. Let's apply a bit more barbecue sauce to the bottom. The reason why we don't want the ribs to be falling off the bone, because my next step is going to be to actually bake the ribs in the oven. I usually want to bake them around 200 and 250 degrees for about 45 minutes. And what this does is allow the barbecue sauce to kind of soak in and bake in slowly. So now that's what I'm getting ready to do, is pop these guys in the oven and let them bake for a little while. So this is what we have now after we've baked the ribs for about 45 minutes to an hour. They look really, really nice. The last step to this process is taking the ribs out to the grill. What I plan on doing is adding some charcoal bricks, heat them up really, really high, and bake the chicken just a little bit longer. That will provide even more charcoal type grill flavor to the ribs. It should be a wonderful sight. So what I've done is lace the gas grill with some charcoal bricks. This is going to give it a nice charcoal type flavor. So I preheated the grill. You see the charcoal is burning. What I'll do now is just add the ribs. The ribs like themselves here, they're actually ready to eat, but this is going to add that extra flavor to it. What I like to do as well is add a little bit more barbecue sauce on it. What I'm going to do here is close down the lid now and let the charcoal smoke from the bricks soak into the ribs. Okay, the temperature's gotten up to about 450 now, so let's check on them and see how they're doing. Yes, they're smoking really nice. And what I'm going to do is flip these over. I'm going to apply a little bit more barbecue sauce onto the bottom side of the ribs. I said it's totally up to you on how much barbecue sauce you want to put on them, but it definitely adds a lot more flavor here. Looks awesome. Bake that in a little bit. As we see here, the temperature's on about 300. I'll let it rise to about 450, 500 degrees once again. And it takes maybe 3 to 5 minutes to get up to that temperature. Okay, temperature's about 500 degrees now. Let's see what we have. Yes, that's looking good. And my strategy is to cook them on the bottom, then the top, and then once again one more round with them flipped right side up. See right here, we might need a little bit more barbecue sauce there because it stuck to our aluminum foil here. That's fine. Give one more rub across each of the ribs. Awesome flavor. Temperature is very, very high, so it should sear the barbecues right into the meat. What I'll do is let this cook for another 5 to 10 minutes, closer to 5 minutes, and they'll be ready. The temperature is getting close to about 550. See how we're looking now. That looks good. Ribs are ready to come off. Some individuals like their ribs cooked a little more. I believe these are perfect for the family to eat here. Nice and tender.